Cairo, Egypt. 20 miles northeast of the iconic Giza Pyramid Complex stands the world's oldest surviving obelisk, dating to roughly 1900 BC. Originating from the Greek obeliskos, meaning pointed pillar, an obelisk is a tall, four-sided, narrow tapering monument which ends in a pyramidion at the top. In Egypt, hieroglyphs were carved into all four sides, and they often recorded battles, special events, or the history of the region.
The obelisks of Egypt were erected maybe centuries after standing stones like the ones in Karnak in Brittany. But they're monoliths, too. One solid piece of stone. The obelisks of Egypt, too, are made of red granite. And red granite is a very special kind of granite. It's infused with tiny quartz crystals. And this gives the obelisk a certain type of energy. And the ancient peoples were aware of this energy that was coming out of the obelisk. They actually thought the obelisk was alive. And this is very reminiscent of the ancient standing stones that are even older.
Is it more than mere coincidence that the Egyptians erected monolithic stones that were rich in quartz crystal, just like ancient cultures in other parts of the world did thousands of years earlier? Had they discovered the secret of the ancient standing stones and their power to harness the energy of the Earth? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and point out that the Egyptians believed the obelisks provided a profound connection to the gods.
The obelisk itself, like a cathedral, lifts up into the heavens. It is pointing to the heavens. It is a connection to the gods. And at the top of an obelisk in ancient Egypt, there was a special stone, the capstone, the pyramidium. It was the shape of a pyramid. It was made of specially fine granite, polished with some hieroglyphics, but the main detail was it was brightly gilded in pure gold so that the sun would bounce off that and beams would glow from miles around. It must have been dazzling. This was the point of contact between humans and the gods. This was how we communicated with the gods, through that stone.
You'll see the top of the obelisk reaching into the sky. They think of it as a sort of an axis mundi. It's a way of connecting Earth with the heavens. Egypt was given, according to ancient texts, the powers of heaven. Egypt became a mirror of the heavens. And that the powers that are found in the heavens are found on Earth, in Egypt, as above, so below.
Mainstream scholars interpret this connection to the heavens as purely symbolic. But ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the obelisks were recreating the technology of another world, and that these giant stone pillars were part of a vast wireless energy grid, one that also incorporated the power of the pyramids.
It's a fascinating idea that, like we would charge a phone on a charging pad just by placing it there, these extraterrestrials can recharge their own craft off of these standing stones and obelisks. You have to wonder whether
Pyramids had exactly the same purpose. Could there be even more highly
advanced technology, way beyond any technology that we even know?
A lot of people don't realize this, but Tesla's original design for the Wardenclyffe Tower was actually to be the same height as is the pyramid from the base to the tip of where that conductor piece used to be on top of the pyramid. And at the time he was building it, in the 1908-ish time frame, J.P. Morgan had an expedition in the pyramids and were sending information to Tesla while he was working on the Wardenclyffe Tower. Nobody knows why and what the results of that was and to what end, but it seems suspect that Tesla wanted to do something with wireless transmission of power from a system that's the same height as the pyramids. Do they believe that that's what the pyramids were for?
The walls of the Great Pyramid, like the obelisks, contain a high concentration of quartz crystal. Could it be that this massive monument, in conjunction with the obelisks, made up a global wireless energy network?
By placing some of these obelisks and standing stones around the Earth in combination with pyramids, if you have the correct technology, you can use that energy. And these standing stones become antennas and power beacons and all kinds of things.
And it seems that this could have been a worldwide system of power, and that spacecraft, submarines, other electric devices could draw their power from the atmosphere because it was being put out by these pyramids and by these obelisks.